Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Davide Pannozzo. I'm a blues artist and also the founder of GUITARlab Modern Blues Guitar Academy Online. And welcome back to a new free class live on my YouTube channel, open to everybody for the series Blues Guitar Essentials. I'm gonna be live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 10:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Rome time. Okay, so if you like to deepen the topic about blues guitar or modern guitar in general, this is going to be right for you. Okay, so we're going to talk about comping, soloing, theory, guitar techniques, guitar tricks, whatever. Okay, whatever I feel like is important to develop your playing on the guitar. Okay. So thank you everybody for watching the previous classes, and by the way, you can find it here. I'm gonna post a link later, but also you can watch a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel. But by the way, today we're going to talk about blues guitar related to the slide. Okay, so slide guitar on the blues guitar. Okay, so introduction to the slide guitar. Okay, we're gonna do another class later where we're going to deepen the topic, but today I'm gonna just do an introduction to this beautiful topic, because I think even if slide guitar it's not your thing, it helps you to spread your view on the guitar and it helps you to definitely level up your playing in some way. Okay. So let's dive into that, okay? And once again, feel free to share the live streaming or the link if you're watching the recording with your friends. Once again, this is a live classes, a series of live classes open to everybody, okay? So I'm really happy by the support that you guys are giving me and for the previous class. So thank you, okay? Okay, so first thing first, okay? Material. Okay, we have a lot of material for slides. Okay, let's start with this. This is going to be glass. Okay, this is made by Dunlop. I love this slide. It's a tempered glass, really cool sound. But also we have different kind of material like this. This is brass, and is made by my friend QP Slide, made in Italy. Really cool one. I'm gonna show you this later. But also I really like this hybrid. I don't know if you have the right focus. Okay, here it goes. Okay, this is made by the same brand, QP Slide, and I really love it, and it's my signature slide actually. Or you have some sort of ring slide like this. This is a signature for my academy. Okay, so what I suggest to do is to just get one and try to, get used to it with this new guy that you have to make friends with, right? Because it's weird at first, but it's really interesting. So how to use that? Okay, so first thing is to get back to the previous class that we did. We discussed about scales, and I showed you guys how to create simple blues licks. And once again, if you haven't done it already, you can always watch the recording. But let's start from this concept, okay? So we discussed about minor pentatonic, right? And how to get that scale all over the fretboard. So if we started from G minor pentatonic, we will have something like this, right? Right? But for the slide, we need to play more horizontally, okay? So I'm just getting G, and now I'll try to play the G minor pentatonic horizontally. So I have like this. Okay, so it's the same scale that I have here, but I'm just playing that scale just on one string, okay, horizontally, so something like this. Okay, and this is the first step that you wanna take. Let me tune it. That you wanna take, because when you're playing the slide guitar, everything happens in a different way on your playing. Okay, so the horizontal way to see the fretboard is really, really important. Okay, so once we did that on the first string, I can do the same thing on the G string, on the B string. Okay, so I found the G, which is here, and then I do the same thing. I can always go back, right? Okay, and once again I can do the same thing on the G string. Okay, so G, and the same thing on the D string. And the same thing on the A string. And the same thing on E string. Okay, so once I did that, the second thing that you want to do is to create some licks, just one string per time. Okay, so this is really important, guys, because sometimes we think about that scale in one position and that's it. But if we have a different view on the fretboard, also our playing will be different, right? So I'll try to create some licks from one string, from the E string. Okay, so just that, without using anything else. Okay, without slide at first. B string, same thing. G string, same thing. D string. A string. And then E string again. Okay, and so on and so forth. So what I need to do to create an interesting lick is to use fundamental as we studied on the first class. Okay, so go back if you haven't watched it already. Okay, we discussed about fundamentals. So hammer-on, pull-offs, slide, bending. Okay, obviously when we play with the slide, of course we cannot play hammer-on and pull-offs in the traditional way. Okay, but we can always try to embellish the note. Okay, in that way we're not gonna play just the scale. Okay, we're playing some lick, some melody. Okay, so we'll try to do the thing with the first slide. I'm gonna use the glass one, and then I'm gonna show you the different sound. Okay, so same thing. I'm starting from E string. to recreate more or less what I've done before. Okay, so the most difficult part when you're playing the slide is to hit the pitch in the most accurate way. And in order to do that, you really need to play on the fret. Okay, so if I have to play G, I don't have to place the slide in the middle of the fret, but I have to play exactly on the metal part. So, or even across that, slightly across that. Okay, it really depends on the position that you have on the fretboard, but if I go over it, it's gonna be sharp, right? Or if I go back, it's gonna be flat. So, okay, I try to see the metal part and I place the slide over it, okay? At first, it might be confusing, it might be difficult, it might sound difficult, but once you get used to it, it's not that difficult, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is to concentrate on creating phrase one string per time. So, okay? Okay, and obviously, I cannot do the vibrato as we used to do without the slide. So the vibrato is something like this. Okay, it's not like this, of course. We discussed about this, right? We said that the vibrato is almost like bending, right? Faster bending. But with the slide, the vibrato has to be in a horizontal. So if you have to do like a vibrato on the C, you have to flow around the pitch. So it's something like this, right? Right? So it's not just the note, I have to flow back and forth to use the vibrato, right? To create the vibrato effect. Okay? And I do that on every string, okay? To just practice the visualization on the fretboard and also to create more licks. Okay, so what about the right hand? Okay, so I'm not using any pick. Even if I was holding it like this, usually I hold the pick like this when I have to play slide. So it's more like I go like this from here to here, right? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So I'm holding it with the medium, right? Okay, like this. But when I play slide, the most difficult part is to stop the strings. So if I have to play on the G strings, for instance, as you can see, I'm just holding, I'm muting the E, A, and D string with my thumb, and then I'm muting the E and the B string with the other fingers, and I'm just using the index finger. So if I have to move on another set, I'm just moving the right hand. This is because the most difficult part when you want to play slide is to muting the strings. Not only with the right hand, but also with the left hand. Another crucial part in playing slide is to mute strings before the slide. So don't do this. So don't play like, but place the index finger before the slide, and that will mute the strings. Okay, hold the strings down, so in that way you don't have too much noise. Right? So I'm always using the index finger as a barré to stop the strings that I don't need. Okay, so I'm muting here and I'm muting here. So I'm just playing the strings that I need, right? And by the way, now I'm using just the standard tuning. Okay, I'm not using any open tuning. And this is the way I like to play slide, because it's really convenient. We don't have to change tuning, and I don't have to have another guitar. And if I just need to play one song, I just wear the slide and I play it. It's much easier than do with open D or whatever. Okay, but we're gonna dive into that in another class if you're interested in open tunings. So having said that, let's dive into the older slide and let's see how they sound. Okay, you might be interested in getting a different sound and a different mood. So as you have heard, the glass slide is more warm, smooth on the strings, which is very, very important. Okay, especially if you don't want to have a different guitar with a higher action. Okay, I'm just using the guitar that I have ever played, just with the slide. Okay, so let's try this. This is a nice one made by my friend, as I told you before, QP Slide. Okay, so I forgot, you can always decide to put it on the ring finger or on the pinky. It is really up to you. Okay, but I use the middle one. I think it's easier for me, but it's totally a personal decision. Okay, so let's hear the sound of this. Okay. Okay, so of course, what you need to do in order to play a more complex line is to work on different set of strings. Okay, so we practiced before just on single strings, and right after that you want to do an addition to that. So just focus on the first and the second, and then the third and the fourth, and then the fifth and the sixth, for instance. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so just E and B string. Now G and D. G. Okay, once you did that, you can work all over the fretboard and on every string. So like this. Okay, and so on and so forth. So once again, it's it's not easy. Okay, so that's why I'm just doing an introduction today. But it's a lot of stuff to control and to think about at the same time. Okay, so it's not easy at all. Okay, so take your time, just get one slide and try to work around these concepts. So let's move forward, and I'm going to show you another slide. This is an hybrid. This is my signature made by QP slide once again. Okay, and I love this one because you can put it on your middle finger and you can still play whatever you feel like. So you can still use this finger for chord or whatever you need to play, right? And then at some point, if you need that, interesting to me because it allows me to play whatever I feel like in the moment, right? So it's well balanced, and I can play a lick without the slide, and then I can end with the slide, right? So whatever I feel like. So let's hear that on the jam track, on the loop. So it's really interesting to me, okay? So the last one that I like you to show is this one. It's like a ring, okay? And I can use that with the same concept of the hybrid slide that I showed you before, this guy. It's lighter than that, so I can definitely play whatever I feel like. Right? it's really, really interesting for that. Okay, it's really light and I love it. So it really depends on what you have in mind. If you have a certain sound that you wanna deepen, or you just want to have an option to use whatever you feel like, you can probably use the hybrid one. Okay, it really depends. Okay, having said that, I think that's it for today. So we discussed about a lot of stuff. Let's do a quick recap before we say goodbye. And if you have any questions, just write a comment below. And also, if you're watching the recording, don't be shy. And if you have any question, you can always hit me up here. Shoot me an email at davide@davidepannozzo.com. And also, if you want to discover your level on the guitar, I created a free and very fun quiz that you can find in the description below. Okay, so make sure to do it. Okay, you can find the English and the Italian version. Okay, you can find it in the description below. And if you haven't done it already, you can always watch and check my academy out. Okay, GUITARlab Modern Blues Guitar Academy out online. Okay. Sounds good. So let's do a quick recap before we say goodbye. Okay, so we discussed about different type of slide. Okay, so we said that we have glass, brass, different type of material, different type of shapes, and also we said that it's really interesting to use the slide to broaden up your vision on the fretboard. Even if you're not a slide guy, I'm not a slide guy. I just play slide because I like it. I like the sound, and I sometimes play it on my live shows, on the recording. So it's new. It's another tool that you want to have. But also to me, it helps me to spread my vision on the fretboard. Okay. So I showed you those exercises. So play the minor, G minor pentatonic, all over the fretboard, just on one string first. So the A, the E, the B, the C, the G, the D, the A, and the E. And then you work on set of strings. So the first and the second, the third and the fourth, the fifth and the sixth. And once you did that, you play everything together and try to create the same kind of lick that you might want to play without slide. Okay, so try to play that first without it, and then you go back and you play with it. Okay, and we also said, this is very important, that to use the slide, you have to play the slide on the metal part of the fret, and also you have to stop strings with index fingers, also with your right hand. Okay, so let me do another quick improvisation before we say goodbye. And once again, if you have any questions, just write a comment below. Okay, say the same thing. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching a new episode of Blues Guitar Essentials. I see you guys on Friday, 10:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Rome time. But once again, if you have any questions, just write a comment below. And also, if you want to shoot me an email, if you have any questions, you can always find me here, davide@davidepannozzo.com, okay? And once again, if you want to discover your level on the guitar, check the link in the description, okay? And just respond to that free and fun quiz that I showed you on the description below, okay? I see you guys on Friday, okay? In the meantime, practice, practice, and practice. See you guys later. Bye. Have a good one.